Namaskar and Khammakani.
Good morning.
A very good morning to everyone and warm welcome to our dear guest. I will start the meeting by striking the gavel. So I want to start the meeting with a quick story of mine of yesterday. Yesterday I was thinking for the renewal of our upcoming the membership. So what should I do or what should I not do? So in the July month I have planned to start the subscription of gymnasium. So I plan to build my body with the Toastmaster as well. The Toastmaster is giving a mental health, but I also plan to do the physical health as well. So I was thinking that let us subscribe the gymnasium subscription as well. So I wait for 2 days, I introspect myself. After that I thought that if I start the gym, that benefit only I will get. So I decided to buy some home workout equipment. So this month was so much tight for this renewal. So what I did, I ordered the home workout equipment from the Amazon. The Prime sale was going on. So my daughter told me that, Papa, I want pink dumbbells. Another daughter told me that I want a purple dumbbells. And my wife told me that I want this color of dumbbells. So I purchased all of these things and I started the home workout instead of the gym. Now the matter is for Toastmaster renewal. So I spent the money to buy the equipment. And I was so committed for the Toastmaster club as I told. So what I did, I applied for the credit card, get it delivered, and purchase 1 year renewal in advance. So that was my commitment to myself, and yesterday I did a miracle. Generally, I don't use the credit card for this commitment. I order and get it delivered. So last Sunday we have a TLPD session, and we were trained the EXCOM members were trained for the leadership training, and for that the purpose was of that session that how EXCOM member can serve better and get a best service to you. Now I will start the meeting with some common ground rules. There are some common ground rules that we have to follow. Please turn on the silent mode of your mobile. I will give a 10 seconds to all of you. Please avoid crosstalks and crosswalks. Please avoid talk about politics, sex and religion. Restrooms are located outside of the room. But while you are coming on the stage, please have a warm handshake with the speaker. I will launch the poll in the respective group, so please ensure you are voting on the room. And last one, in the last meeting I told that we are calling each other as a TM Srijit or TM Gitanjali. So let us start and let us encourage ourselves to use the full word as a Toastmaster. Now you will please raise your right hand with me and follow after me. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience.
We provide a supportive and positive learning experience
In which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, I am going to call our presiding officer who brings the award for Vadodara Toastmaster Club in the TMEME session itself, and I think it is happening the first time in the history maybe.
Tables.
Yes. Yes. So please put your hand together and please help me to welcome our Toastmaster E.M. Isha.
Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. We can see the result of Toastmaster Leadership Training Program in our first session only. So, yesterday I was just checking my WhatsApp and I got a message, a certificate from our VP Education, Toastmaster Abhishek, that VTM has completed 10 years, 10 beautiful years of this wonderful journey. So first of all, let's have a big round of applause. And then I realized something. I just opened my gallery and I was seeing the pictures of my Toastmasters journey. And I have just completed exactly 10 months in Toastmasters, Vadodara Toastmasters Club. I wanted to ask a question that how many of you are from 10 years in VTM?
But I have seen almost not 10, 6 months I remain to 20. But I have worked, I was there, under all the presidents.
Wow, great.
These are also. He didn't.
So I can relate with you. How? Because my 10 months journey, it feels like I'm with VTM since 10 years. I feel a warmth. VTM has been my second family after my original family. And when I first time joined as a guest, I remember Gitanjali ma'am welcomed me.
Oh.
And yes, she was the first person whom I had a conversation with. And it was a really beautiful experience. So my meeting, I joined as a guest. And then after 2 to 3 meetings, I became a member. And after that, I participated in contest. So from contest, I realized that not every time winning is important, but enjoying the stage presence is more important. And then, after my humorous speech contest speech, I gave my first icebreaker speech, official Toastmaster speech. And I had a wonderful experience. I had expressed myself with a painting. So Toastmaster gives us platform to express ourselves in beautiful ways. After that, I took up roles like counter, timer, and then I stood up for the VP Education role. And that role is always and will always be close to my heart. And today also, even I am right now president, but still there is a VP Education in me. And then when I move towards my journey, I see that every role has taught me a different thing. I have evolved, and then from participating to a contest and organizing a contest as a VP Education with chief judge and contest chair, it was a beautiful journey. And now, after that, I achieved appreciation from district level with an award, and we celebrated milestone meetings. So in this journey, I realized that we have grown. Every person grows in this beautiful journey. Same is with Vadodara Toastmasters Club. Before 10 years ago, we had a different venue. I had a conversation with Toastmaster Vikram that we had a different venue, and there were 15 to 20 members at that time. And now we are 36 members. So Vadodara Toastmasters has its own aura, its own uniqueness. Every club has its own uniqueness, but VTM is a family. Like, we are balanced. We have a professional setting also, but we don't feel like we are an outsider when we come as a guest. So this 10 years is a journey of Vadodara Toastmasters Club. This is a reflection of each and every member's growth. Not only in Toastmasters, but it also reflects in their personal life, in their professional life. Yes. So this 10 years is not an end, but the beginning of another journey. 10 years, we have achieved the diamond, and we will be achieving more milestones ahead. And also one more important thing I want to highlight. We have got this beautiful gift at TLTP from division level. Our division director brought us this gift for VTM. Beautiful golden hearses we have, and it has symbols. Every hearse has a symbol. So cheers to every VTM member. We had 16 registrations in TLTP itself, and all the 7 EXCOM members had attended and participated and also volunteered. So now let's move on to our next section, which is guest introduction. So all the guests, they have 30 seconds to introduce themselves. So let's start with you. You can say your name, what do you do, and how do you came to know about Toastmasters in 30 seconds.
Hello everyone, my name is Atithi. Currently I am pursuing my chartered accountancy course and I am undergoing my articleship training in Devo, Ahmedabad under the direct tax domain. So if you still need help with the income tax returns, I am happy to help you. And apart from that, I came to know about Toastmasters since my school days when I was participating in various types of competitions and events. And now that my college days are over, I realize that I don't have any more competitive opportunities. So here I am. Thank you.
This is the best place for opportunities. And here, contestants feel like competition. It feels like journey of self-growth. So we have another guest.
Yeah, good morning everyone. My name is Reena. I am currently working in Toshiba as a marketing engineer. I learned about Toastmaster from Google and also asked my one of friend. So he suggested me to join the Toastmaster club. So I am here to improve my public speaking towards so many people. So that's all.
So my name is Ritesh Sonne. I'm working in GIA as a project manager. So initially I was a software engineer, but since last 3-4 years I'm working as project manager. So in my role, the main requirement for this role is mainly presentation skill, communication and leaderships are very important. So for that purpose I was searching for any such platform. So I just randomly searched on Google and landed on Toastmaster website, and luckily from Instagram page I found that Srijit is already part of this journey. So therefore I joined Toastmaster Lab. Let's see how can I do this.
So please, you can give your introduction.
Hello everyone, my name is Ami Rosa. I'm working at Colgate Palmolive as a solution architect, and I came through to this place by my friend. He suggested me that I just randomly had a conversation with him, and I told him that I want to improve my communication skills. I want to break my stage fear and interact people on the larger audience, even while in the office also while presenting at the category level. So he suggested me this place, and I came to it. And my end goal is to improve my communication skills and to break through my stage fear and build my confidence enough
Hello everyone, myself Arif Neman. I am working in GA Process Engine India Private Limited, and I am working as a project manager. Toastmaster, I have attended one session also around 4 to 5 years ago as a guest, but later on because of Sunday, so there is a priority for the families and other stuff, I was not able to join. But later on, I am trying to join. I think since last 3 to 4 weeks, but not able to spare time. But this week I decided, okay, let's join, and then because I also want to improvise in communication as well as the leadership skill, and definitely I need a platform where I can interact with the people. Definitely many other skills I can learn through ChatGPT and other things, definitely, and by some self-learning. But for the interaction purpose, I would like to be a part of this Toastmaster Club. Definitely, I am also surprised to see my colleagues. Yeah, they are also here. I was not aware that they are also with this. So thank you so much.
Hello, good morning everyone. Good morning, colleague, guest. My name is Rambai Bharma. I am working in PIDC Jammu. This is my fourth meeting, and I previous meeting also attend as a DLTP program. I am learning a lot of. So this is my as a guest. This is last meeting. Next meeting will be as a part of the Postmaster Club membership. Thank you very much.
Yes. Now let's move on to our next segment, which is Book of the Week. So for Book of the Week, I would like to call upon someone who has very sweet voice and she has a very charming personality. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Rashmi. The stage is yours.
So, good morning, Toastmaster.
Good
And respected guests. Have you ever wondered some speeches are forgotten within a minute, while others stay with us for years? It is not because of better vocabulary. It is not because of better slides. It is because of a story. Today I would like to introduce one fascinating book, The Science of Storytelling by Bill Stowe. Unlike many books that teach us how to tell a story, and this one explains why a story make uses with make a story work using psychology and neuroscience. Author said something powerful statement. Our mind are wired for a story. Even begin a speech, our mind continuously making a story about ourselves, about others, and the world around us. One idea that changed my thinking, the biggest lesson that I learned, people don't remember the information. People remember the emotion. If I talk about Toastmaster, we probably don't remember the every word, but we remember how it made us feel. Maybe feel emotional, maybe inspired, maybe love. These are the power of storytelling. Three lessons we can use. Every great story begins when something happened unexpected. Give our audience someone to care about. People connect with them, not with facts. Third, show transformation. A good story is not just about what happened. It's about how the experience changed the person. Why is this book important for our communication? We spend time improving our voice, body language, gesture, and speech structure. These are the very important things. But a story make our speech in such a way that people felt something. A story creates curiosity. A character creates connection. Conflict creates emotions. And transformation creates inspiration. When these four elements comes together, a speech
A story are no tiny escape from reality. They are the way our brain understand reality. So next time you prepare a speech, create a good story. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this insightful session. Now let's move on to our next section, which will be installation ceremony of the new EXCOM members, which will be conducted by our immediate past president, Toastmaster Shruti. Please come on stage.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Shruti, your immediate past president, and I'm here to install the new officers. So let's begin. So briefly, I will state their key responsibilities and to remind them that challenges can lie behind. Their collective challenge is to make the club one of the best in Toastmaster International. This will involve helping the members achieve their goals as well as leading the club to its highest heights coming year. Now I will request all the new officers to join me on stage with Toastmaster Isha, our president, starting with Sergeant at Arms, Treasurer, Secretary, Vice President Public Relations, Vice President Membership, Vice President Education, and here I have President. Can we give a big round of applause? Each officer is obligated to attend your monthly club executive committee meetings, attend club officer training, prepare a successor for his or her role in respective roles. I will now describe the challenges and key responsibilities, and when I state those, you will hold the gavel and after I finish, acknowledge by saying I do. Can we arrange basis? It is arranged, right? So starting with Sergeant at Arms, Sangeet Bhava. Hold the gavel. Toastmaster Sanket Waghela as Sergeant at Arms, you will arrange the meeting location, maintain club equipment, set up the room before the meeting begins, make sure all relevant awards, blackboard with agenda and materials are displayed, attend to special needs, greet guests, help the president make sure the meeting begins on time. Toastmaster Sanket, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I do.
Please pass the gavel to Treasurer. Toastmaster Bhavesh, as a treasurer, you will keep financial records and prepare the club budget, announce when it's time for members to pay dues and who has paid it, explain the due structure to members, collect dues, maintain inflow and outflow of club money. Toastmaster Bhavesh, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I do.
Thank you. Please pass the gavel to Secretary. Toastmaster Amarraj, as a Secretary, you will maintain an accurate membership roster or attendance for a meeting, work with Treasurer to ensure that new member applications and dues of members get to Toastmaster International World Headquarters as soon as possible, provide the club with minutes of each meeting. Toastmaster Amarraj, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Thank you. Please pass the gavel to Vice President Public Relations. Toastmaster Sonam, as Vice President Public Relations, you will attract visitors to the club through free publicity, use a variety of means to promote the club in the community, enlist your fellow club members in PR activities, providing them with promotional materials and ideas for inviting guests. Regularly recognize member achievements with methods such as announcement, newsletters, emails and articles that you submit for the newsletter. Toastmaster Sonam, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I do.
If you say I do, thank you. Please pass the gavel to Vice President Membership. Toastmaster Shubham, as Vice President Membership, you will lead the club members building efforts to achieve the membership goal of 8 new members. While the VPPR motivates the people to visit your club, you motivate the current member to invite guests. Promptly give new member application and dues to the secretary and treasurer. Personally greet guests and provide them with club details, including a membership application. Make sure each guest hears about the benefit of Toastmaster and gets a personal invitation to become a member. Represent your club at area council meetings. Toastmaster Shibon, will you perform the duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Please pass the gavel to Vice President Education. Toastmaster Abhishek, as a Vice President Education, you will gain commitments from members to set educational goals for themselves. Assure that club members are aware of the scheduled meeting roles, plan meetings that will assist members in meeting their goals. Work with club members to keep the meetings fun and well run. Work with your members to ensure that they submit their application for education awards promptly. Provide for educational topics at club meetings. For example, successful club series or better speaker series. Represent your club at area council meetings. As the second highest ranking officer, preside over the meeting when the president is absent. Toastmaster Abhishek, will you perform the duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Please pass the gavel to the president. Toastmaster Isha, as the president of Vadodara Toastmaster Club, you are the chief executive officer. Thus, you will preside at all club meetings and all meetings of the club executive committee. It is your challenge to see that this club adds new members and meets the needs of the current members to achieve their communication and leadership goals. Establish a club climate that is supportive, stimulating and rewarding to its members. You will be connected with fellow club members, club officers, area director, division director, district director and all other district officers. Toastmaster Isha, you hold the gavel as a symbol of the power and authority that your club has given you during your term of officer. And I am confident that you will use it wisely with restraint. Toastmaster Isha, as a member of Vadodara Toastmaster Club and as well as the leader, you work with your executive team and club members to achieve highly recognized club this year?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Vadodara Club members, I request you to please stand up. Your officer team has just pledged to serve this club to the best of its ability, to the best Toastmaster club possible, and to meet the needs of all its members. Your club will need active participation for each member. Do you, as a members, pledge to work together with your officer team to make sure Vadodara Toastmaster Club become the finest club as it possible can be?
Yes, we do.
Thank you. You may sit. By the authority vested in me as your immediate past president, it is my sincere pleasure to declare these Toastmaster officers installed in their respective club officer roles. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Vadodara Toastmaster Club executive team for this tenure. Have we taken a good photograph? For this? Thank you, Vinay. And over to you.
Thank you so much, our IPP, for this installation ceremony. Now every EXCO member is clear with their own responsibilities. Now I would like to hand over the stage to someone who has been lighthouse to VTM. When we, sail in boat or when we go to when we are in submarine, in this ocean of darkness, we have a light, right, who guides us. So in VTM also, we have a lighthouse who guides all the new members and all the members who are going to represent at area level, whether it is in contest or he always guides us. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Kirit sir.
Welcome guests. Today I chose the theme Atithi, Devo, Bhava. It was not planned at all, but I saw that TMEME was conducted last week, and the interesting response which the guest gave, and the way the ex-committee, in fact, treated all the members and guests, when I saw the photographs, I was totally impressed. I saw the comments of the people who attended. I did not attend, but I could see that there was a tremendous impact on that. That inspired me that I should have a theme which is actually supposed to support this particular thing. TMEME had a guest from Silvassa, Dahej and Surat, and they had an excellent welcome, I was told. And I remember one sentence which somebody wrote, that you did not only host, you created an experience. Somebody wrote like that. So obviously you have done a fantastic job. Atithi Deva Bhava is a slogan appearing in page 3 of Upanishad. And it was given when the students completed the study, like a convocation. And that Rishi at that time was giving a parting sermons to the students who were leaving. You were to live in the Grihasthashram or in the life. So he gave this slogan, Matu Deva Bhava, Pitu Deva Bhava, Guru Deva Bhava, and Atithi Deva. That is how it started. This is all thanks to ChatGPT. Now, I have traveled many countries, so many countries, in my tenure in the working life. But I have never seen any country having this sort of welcome of guests which we, India, and probably China have. This civilization welcomes the guests, but not the way we do. All the countries. I have been invited to many countries as a client to their home also. But it is so formal. You don't feel welcome there. It's not so in India. India is very well known for their hospitality. Vadodara especially is a place where people do lot of social gatherings. And my wife is a socialite and she always invites people. And time we give generally is 8 o'clock because Vadodara sleeps early probably. In Gulf we never had 8 o'clock dinners, so 8 o'clock. But people land up at 9:30 or so. They give various excuses. Now I don't take lunch, I take only breakfast and dinner. They, when guests are invited, my wife tells that today there will be no breakfast because the evening we are going to eat. Now imagine from 7:30 onwards till the guests arrive at 9:30 and the starters are served, till that time I am hungry. So when guest picks up 2 pakoras, I pick up 4. It is how the timing is observed by the guest in Vadodara, I have observed. But in Toastmasters it is not so. Toastmaster timing is very, very important. They see to it that everybody has good lunch at 12:30. They see to it that it is finished in time. So today we have a timer who is not only a great speaker, he is a great evaluator and a very innovative Toastmaster. We always listen to him something very new. So I would welcome Toastmaster Avanraj for the time of the day. And
Greetings, dear guests and fellow Toastmasters. So today I will be serving as your timer. And now see, every movie has a hero and a villain. So when I came to this club, I thought that the heroes must be the speakers and the villain, it has to be the timer. But spending time here, meeting after meeting, I realized that the timer is just not the villain. He's the custodian of the temple, that is VTM. See, every speech makes a brick that comprises his temple. And the custodian's responsibility to ensure that no one brick is preventing the other from taking its rightful place. Having said that, our club has a Shubh Muhurat, 10:30 to 12:30, every Sunday, and it would be my job to ensure this. I will be doing my best in that. For prepared speeches, we have 2 prepared speeches. 5 minutes is the qualifying time. I will be raising a green card. 6 minutes yellow card and 7 minutes red card, followed by 30-second grace period. For table topics, it is 1 minute green card, 1:30 yellow card, and 2 minutes red card. Again, I think there is a 30-second grace period. For evaluation, it is going to be, I think, 2 minutes, right? So 2 minutes, the green card will be raised. You have qualified in your evaluation. 2 minutes 30 seconds and 3 minutes will be the yellow and red card. Yes. So that would be all, and please take this.
Thank you. For the guest, I will just explain that Toastmaster session is basically divided into three. The first one is the project speeches, where the speakers who have enrolled themselves to speak will speak. That is the main part of the agenda. The second part is table topics, where the guest and all the new Toastmasters will be given a new topic. They can talk about it in 2 minutes. And that is the first experience you will have on the stage. This is the second part. The third part is the evaluation. This is the only probably forum where the speeches are evaluated immediately. So you will get the feedback immediately of everybody. Toastmasters, not only the project speakers, but also the table topic speakers. You will get evaluated what goes right, what goes wrong. There is also general evaluation finally, which will evaluate entire session how it went. So this is basically the format of this. The first part you heard the timer. Now to assist me, there are three people. One is the timer, Amanraj, who just gives the timing criteria. There will be an age counter. He will be just noticing where you stop and you say oh, and so all that thing. And then there is grammarian who will correct grammar. Grammar is also very important. Now coming to the theme of the theme, Atithi, Devo, I will share my experience with various guests, which will be probably very, very interesting to know. Atithi basically means Atithi means they are not announced. They come without announcing the date. That was the whole idea. Now, I was staying in Bombay, just opposite airport, building called Highway Society. I worked in Bombay for 10 years and I was staying there, just opposite airport. You can imagine in Bombay airport, if you are staying right opposite, if you know so many people, what will happen? So I had guests coming at odd times without even giving any notice. Like 2 o'clock the flight is cancelled, flight is delayed, or 5 o'clock they have to catch a flight and they will come previous day to my house. This was the experience. And we all enjoyed it because it was Atithi. I never knew about it. I will give you one incident that my son was in 12th, so there are a lot of mock tests given. So there are 10-15 mock tests given. The mock test was over and he was now relaxed that now only I have to wait for the final examination. So we planned to go for a movie, myself, my wife and my son. And we said, chalo, we'll go. And as we went the lift and just were going to enter the lift was calling all the floors, like the doctors on the round, no? It was not coming, it was calling all the floor and then finally it came. It came and I opened the lift and my friend came with his family. He said, hi. He came to know because the social media is so strong and WhatsApp, so many chats are going on, so they knew that my son's mock tests are over, so they are free. They wanted to spend all evening with me. We were ready to go for a movie, and I looked at my son. What he can say? He said, hey, probably mock tests should have continued more. So I told him, we are going for a movie, why don't you join us? He said, no, which movie? I said, the Chak De India. He said, oh, that movie is big, it is going to last for months. Don't worry, today you will not get ticket, today is Sunday. He was very keen on about his work. So he said, okay, we'll have evening together. Now, this newspaper like WhatsApp is creating all this problem. He came. So instead of my having a beautiful movie, we ended up chit-chatting with him, and my son was looking at me that you not give any justification for this. But these are the guests who come and come unannounced, but they want to spend time with us. Now, such guests, when they come, you have to just say not who, because they have to understand. So in Toastmaster speeches also it's very important that we don't do so many who, continuous speech in a very friendly manner. Today we have Toastmaster Srijit. He is going to be our age counter today. Now his debut, I heard his first speech was like a South Indian superstar. We never knew that he was a first time speaker. So please welcome Toastmaster Srijit.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's imagine now today that we are having a house party. Okay. So every speaker is a generous host, and every speeches you have today is your beautiful home. Now, as a good host, we will expect that there will be very good guests we will be inviting. Some of the good guests like good stories, good speeches, good ideas, good emotions, good vocabulary. But along with them, there would be some naughty, small, uninvited guests. You know well, right? Those are like words like basically, you know, like, but, so. These are filler words which sometimes enter in your speeches and become kiss of the death of your powerful speech. So, as today's our counter, I am your event manager and I will be noting down all your uninvited guests who enter or sneak in today's party. I have already started the register of the uninvited guests. I will submit this report whenever I will be called upon. Now, don't take it like it's not about to embarrass anyone. My role is to make, it's very simple, that to help you grow, to become a very good and effective communicator. One small tip for all speakers, whenever you miss any word or thought, fill it with a gap. Silence is sometimes makes the speaker more thoughtful and will give the audience some time to think. So let's host today's party and welcome the best guest and show the exit guest for the uninvited guest. Thank you very much.
What I know about this new Toastmaster is in the role of timer, grammarian and hand counter, how creative they are. So beautiful. You feel like listening all the time. Now, all guests are not Atithi. Some announce. You know, there is a thing called ETA. Those who have worked in logistics will probably know expected time of arrival. So the ships arrive in time, or some airport place arrive in time. It's called ETA. And I have worked in my life in logistics, so I know ETA. And ETA becomes sometimes UTA, unannounced time of arrival. But some guests, you know, are very well planned. They announce months in advance. September 24th, are you free? This July. So they make their plans so beautifully, and they always get this thing done for my wife. They call her first, because you know in the cricket matches you always take the fifth bowler first with the weakest link. First four bowlers you don't try. Moment the fifth bowler comes, you try. So they get this appointment for my wife, and they will say that fifth bowler is to be very easily can be convinced about the date. Now my wife will convince that okay, 21st I hesitate because it's long away. Nothing is there. Okay, so we will come on 21st. There's a half day plan. And then they will also decide the venue. Where? They will also decide time, the day or night. Sometimes they also decide the menu. What will they have? All this is planned. And you can't get out of this particular thing also because it was well in advance. So although sometimes I have planned to have on 21st find a nice wine and dine, I end up with some beer and tasty snacks. That's all we can do. In Gujarat. Okay. Yeah. In Gujarat we can do that also. And the classical thing begins when they go away, we have to take care of the season. Next time when you invite somebody, at least keep us informed before, because this appointment is taken 1 month before. By the time the day comes, we forget about it. Now I have a third assistant today, a grammarian. He will correct whatever errors, big errors which you make, so that your speeches are actually to the point and perfect. So grammarian is a Janardhan, Mr. Toastmaster Janardhan. He's a meticulous. Toastmaster Jamie. He's a meticulous and perfectionist. You remember he is man responsible for making so many new members. Yes. And I have seen that whenever new member comes, he spends at least 2 to 3 minutes with him to explain what Toastmaster was about. Very meticulous. And he is the one who made our Toastmaster about 50 members in his tenure. So let's welcome Toastmaster Jamie.
Good morning, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, my fellow Toastmasters and activities. As a grammarian, it is my role to listen carefully to each of the speaker and also give close attention to their usage of language, as well as the usage of bad language, some of the outstanding quotes, the saying, and their thoughts. Now, last week I was eating rasmalai. I am having a sweet tooth, so my happiness was at pinnacle. In the middle of eating this rasmalai, I saw something black into them. Now you know rasmalai is white and something black, intentionally creating some kind of thought like what is it? So I thought to check what is it, and I come to know that it's a fly. Now to eat rasmalai is a kiss of death. So I immediately postponed the eating of rasmalai and my whole happiness came down. The same way, when you are giving a speech is very nice. Everyone is enjoying, but then you start making some grammatical mistakes and people lose interest. When you are speaking, you are standing on a stage, you can definitely see the face of each and every member, audience, and you realize whether they are interested or not. As their interest goes down, your confidence will also go down. So try not to make any grammatical mistake which can reduce the interest of audience. And as a grammarian today, my responsibility is to give word of the day. That is pinnacle, the most successful part of anything. And phrase of the day is kiss of death. Anything which can fail, any action or activity which are bound to fail. One of the example was for a woman at the pinnacle of her career to become pregnant is a kiss of death. For a person who is handicapped or having difficulty in breathing, climbing the Mount Everest is a kiss of death. So try to use those phrases and word in your speech. The most challenge I want to give you is, we know that meeting 414, word of the day and phrase of the day. But can anyone tell me what are the word of the day and phrase of the day of meeting 413? Can anyone remember? 413. So that's the reality, correct? This should not happen. Are we carrying learning of this Toastmaster to our day-to-day life? If someone can use word of the day and phrase of the day of last meeting, they can get a chocolate from. That's the check. On top of this. Thank you.
See, I think people should not word of the day because it is very important that if you keep a list of the words of the day used, you'll be able to see that how these words can be used. You can improve our vocabulary. That is all part of this word of the day. Word of the day today, when I saw this pinnacle and kiss, I was very excited, but it was kiss of death. So I don't think I can use kiss of death in this graph. Kiss is fine. Now, some cases announced just previous days that they are coming, and however best you try to avoid, I also sometimes try to convince them. Sometimes I pray to God it rains, but even if it rains, they have a Duckworth use formula. So they shorten the stay, but they still make it a point to come. So it cannot be avoided at all sometimes. But the fun is after they come and after they go, whatever the chit-chat they had, that makes good food of thought for the evening. And that is how our social life goes together. Today, now we are starting the main session with the speaker number 1. Speaker number 1 is Toastmaster Amit. Before I introduce him, I will introduce his evaluator. His evaluator is Toastmaster Sanjay. Toastmaster Sanjay is a calm and composed and a very good observer. If you see his evaluation, you will realize how neatly he observes the speeches. Let's welcome Toastmaster Sanjay as an evaluator of the first speaker.
Good morning, Toastmaster and fellow Toastmaster. Today's my target speaker is Toastmaster Amit, who is going to proceed with his presentation mastery level 1. Introductions to vocal variety and body language. His speech is unique selling price, I believe, right? So, welcome Toastmaster Amit for his upcoming speech. Thank you.
Now I welcome Toastmaster Amit to give his first speech. Toastmaster is an extremely talented one. He surprised all of us with the first speech when he gave. Ex-army star. And sometimes he's very quiet in type of topic, but otherwise he's a very good speaker. So let's hear him today. Toastmaster Amit. I do the speech. Unique selling point. Toastmaster Amit.
Good morning, Toastmasters. Good morning. Esteemed guests, today I'll start my speech with just one question. If I ask you, what is your unique selling point? If I tell you to write it down on a piece of paper, what would you write? You write your leadership skills, your communication skills, your hard work. Everything in this world, every company has a unique selling point. For example, Volvo is known for its safety. Apple is known for its simplicity. And Flipkart is known for its convenience and fast delivery. Unique selling point means the single most quality that a product that differentiate it from others. It is the quality that people chooses you, people remember you, and people select you for having that quality. Being in an army has also a unique selling point. It is having the quality that everyone remembers. If I ask you again, what is the unique selling point of army? You may think it is their patriotism, their heroic acts, their discipline. I thought the same way when I was a civilian. When I went to my training academy, it's in the new Indian Military Academy in Dehradun, when it was our first night, when we got the orders to get fallen in front of our accommodation at staff 2100 hours after having our daylight. Every one of us were there, except three. Three individuals were not present. We thought, when those individuals will come, they will be punished. But during those 15 minutes, what we were doing, those so-called punctuals, we were doing push-ups. We were doing, our legs were up and our hands were down. We were doing rolling. And every type of punishment that we are having. We were so confused. Why we are doing so? We are on time. But someone who is late, he has not been asked. After 15 minutes, those latecomers had come. And simply we have been told to get off. We were told to go back to our homes. We were very confused. What kind of army is this? Latecomers are not getting punished, and those who has come on time, they have been punished. But the next day, again the following happened. The same instructor came to us and they told, "What have you learned yesterday?" We were confused. We were silent. We did not say anything. He told, "Army is known for its reliability and its consistency. And this is the unique selling point of army. That comes through discipline. If someone from you, single individual fails, your team fails. If someone from you cannot deliver, your team fails. So remember, I got my life lesson. It is the unique selling point of army, that reliability. And how this reliability comes? Why people ask for army? When every flood comes, when bridge collapses, every day people don't ask when will army come. They ask when soon the army will come to save people. So it is the unique selling point that the army has maintained through his entire journey of civilization. Now I come on to the second part. Just before 2-3 days, there was a heavy rains in Valsad and Navsari district. I got a call from my senior at sharp 5 a.m. to be ready at 7 a.m. My column was of 45 soldiers, lot of four or five vehicles, flood relief stores, communication equipment, ration, ammunition, everything that we were supposed to carry. Obviously, I was busy in having my communication, making my report, getting calls from civilians, my seniors, and when I went to the ground, up at sharp 6:59 a.m., everyone was standing there. 45 people were standing there. Every vehicle was standing there. Every load was carried, and I got report at sharp 7 a.m. Everything is standing. But suddenly I realized some seniors from them were not had breakfast. I asked from them, why you didn't have your breakfast? They just simply said, "Sab, लोगों को इकट्ठा करने में time लग गया." This was the moment that I realized that those training, my first training day, that how has army has maintained this kind of discipline, how army has maintained this unique selling point. That individual told me, again reminded me that one day, that first day of my Indian military academy. So friends, every one of us is having some unique selling point. We are having lot of strengths, but unique selling point is different. It is a combination of all of them, and when we put together, the unique selling point comes. When people remember you, when you are not present in the room, that is your unique selling point. When people try to describe you in one word, that is your unique selling point. When somebody in trouble and calls you, that individual will do the work, that is your unique selling point. So, try to concentrate on, focus on things, focus on strength, and have the direction so that you make your one unique selling point that everyone remembers about you when you are not present, when you are away from them, when you being remembered. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wonderful speech. There are many armies around the world, but Indian Army is unique. Where else you will get this first-hand experience of Indian Army in any forum? We are fortunate to have him here, and he described himself what Army experience is. Now coming back to the, I think they were voting, there is one variety, it's like in India, probably people in Diwali or festival, they go out. Generally they don't stay here and people don't welcome and all. This is the tradition now has come in the youngsters. But it is not so in Gulf, it was not so in old times. In the Gulf, because I have worked there for 30 years, so I know Diwali is a big festival. People go to visit the house, so many people come, and there are some people who have got 5 appointments to visit in a day. So like 2020, they will go to 4-5 houses. They are very quick. I call them 2020 variety. So they just come like meet the people gang. They have to finish 4 appointments, and the Gulf working is up to 7 o'clock. Start at 7 o'clock, they have to go to 4 places, so they will first fast come. They will do very, very fast things. They will first greet you quickly, give you some gift, immediately starts taking snacks, this is that. Oh, hi, everything is fine, and testing, and then they'll just go away. They have to go to another house. You will have another gang coming again. This is the ritual in Gulf. Those who stayed there would know. It will start from 7 o'clock and it will go up to 12 o'clock. People keep on coming. Of course, next day we will also be going to people's place. We are also like same. We also do the same. So this is 2020 variety. There is no time to say. I don't know whether they came to greet us or to eat something or meet. We can never make out. But it is an experience which people in Gulf would only know. Sometimes the gathering of the people in my house used to be about 50-60 people at a time, because if you are working in a company, your section itself is very big. And they come and then they have plate in their hand and they have to move like this because there is no place to move in the house. It is the kind of festival which is celebrated by this guest. But this is also a unique experience. It was there so in India also some years back, but now the youngsters are probably going to on holidays to hill stations and celebrate Diwali with the family rather than with the friends. In the Gulf, in fact, the Diwali festival celebration lasts for months. It lasts for 6 months because you can't cover everybody in one weekend you can go. So every weekend there are some guests. 1 month, 2 months it lasts. If you see some YouTube videos, you will realize how big the event is. It's almost a one-way traffic light. After effects of the guest is to be on you because you have to clear every plate, everything is scattered around. A lot of children coming in, running around the house. All that thing has to be done like a cyclone. You have to carry out the cleaning part of it. Now, we have the second speaker. Speaker number 2, Toastmaster Akash. Before Toastmaster Akash speaks, I will introduce a man of all seasons, his evaluator, Toastmaster Janardhan. In any role he excels. I remember the role of Devo he played about a couple of weeks back, and beautiful Devo, how we can learn from your children, kids, beautiful thing. So, man of all seasons, Toastmaster Janardhan.
Thank you, team, for the warm introduction. Good morning from Toastmaster and guests. Today I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Akash's speech, and he is presenting his speech from his presentation mastery, and he is at level 1 icebreaker speech, and he will be talking about himself.
Second speech actually.
So level 1.
Level 1, second
Icebreaker I finished.
This
is my second
speech. Write a speak with purpose. That
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. So write a speech with purpose, right? Thank you. Over to you.
Now the speaker number 2, Toastmaster Akash. Toastmaster Akash is going to present this level 1, language beyond language. The title of the speech. He is a wonderful speaker. We all remember his icebreaker speech which he gave last week. And please listen very carefully. Flawless English and the transition. I would urge Mr. Akash to come on the stage. Language beyond language. All new Toastmasters and the guests, please observe him.
Today I'm going to connect a lot of dots and keep my speech extremely cognate. Now TM Javin, I used the, my son wants that chocolate, so I brought it. So everyone tell me, have you ever listened to a speaker and felt you couldn't explain anything? The lumps inside your throat, goosebump, unexpected vibration, gentle smile on your face, or maybe you feel like crying, or even you clap even if you are alone in the room. For last years, I kept looking for that hidden ingredient. And what is that hidden ingredient which made that speaker extremely unique and extravagant? And a few speakers, irrespective of that selection of words, fantastic grammar, still they are not able to connect emotionally. So I was keep looking for the answers. What's that hidden ingredient? What's that the language beyond the language? Is it their facial expression? Is it their physical appearance? Is it their communication style? Is it their vocal varieties? Or is it their overall charismatic phenomena? I'm an English teacher and I felt and I feel extremely privileged that whatever I learn, I have a ready-made stage to deliver that. So I kept looking for this answer to gazillion number of certification, alumni from English School of London, soft skills from the prestigious ICBI, NLP certification from Conscious Solution USA, and still I did not get that hidden answer. What's that fragrant which is missing in speakers? And 17 days back on 9th of July 2026, I heard a speech which literally blew my mind. Our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he was addressing a community talk in Melbourne, Australia. And I extracted 4 key lessons which I would like to share today.
Now, this is my perspective. Language is all about interpretation, and I just want to verify my interpretation. So, after every lesson, if you agree with me, I just want you to show me your thumbs up. So, I'm just checking and having my own internal evaluation. So, let's start with lesson number 1. My understanding was your speech always starts with a hook when you speak your first word. But that day I observed he started way beyond the first word. He started with his physical gesture, that childlike smile carrying on his face. He was clapping. He was not controlling the emotion, not controlling the tears if he feels like doing that. And that brought me to my first lesson. People, they don't hear you first, they feel you first. Agree? Let's try with lesson number 2. Imagine 30,000 people are sitting in front of you. You are in a new country, different people, caste, creed, religion, nationality. So my assumption was he's going to start his speech with an extreme formal way, with polished English. But he started his speech with a very casual talk. He started using multilinguist approach. Kem cho, how are you, kaise hai sab log? And he using some very informal word. Ye so to blockbuster hai. And that blew my mind. How come you are so confident that you are standing in front of 30,000 odd people with different religion, different things, and how you're gonna start your speech like this? And I extracted my second lesson from the speech, that great people, they connect before they convince. Yeah. Let's try with lesson number 3. I was expecting that he's gonna say a fabulous speech, a one-way communication, right? Of course, 30,000 people. But that blew my mind. He started with questions. He started saying, people, would you please open your phone and start on your flashlight and let's give a tribute to the Australian Prime Minister. He started asking questions and people, 30,000 people are responding. Can you imagine? Yes, no answers unanimously. And that brought me my third lesson for this particular thing, that participations create experience. You have to create the participation while speaking. Now let's come to the final that literally bust my myth. I am an English teacher and I am extremely keen towards grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary. But that day I realized that the language is just a tool, just a technique. You can use flabbergasted words but still won't be able to connect with people. And that brought me to my next lesson, which is emotion outlines perfection. Yeah, fantastic. So everyone, that day I couldn't say I changed my perspective of communication, but I evolved. This was my closing line. Words might impress you, but connection will transform you. And this is my definition of the language beyond the language. Thank you, everyone.
We feel so small after listening to him. I never had an English teacher like him. Fantastic. Ignore the political part of it. It was about communication style. Please make it sure it is not a political speech. It was about the communication style. Very nicely conveyed. Now coming back to the theme, there in mid-70s and 80s, if you remember, so I was young, but some of you might not have been born. The European teams, English team, Australian team, they hesitated to visit India. They were not keen on visiting India because the climate, the atmosphere, the dirt, water, all that was in their mind. So they were very reluctantly they come. Hardly 1 to 2 years the team used to come. And when they come, They will also minus the star, like Dennis Lilly will not come, Thompson will not come because they are star. They don't want to come to India. They will stand in 78. So we also have some guests like that. Very reluctantly they will agree to come. They are VIPs. So you have to be after them to get them to your house. You have to invite them, you have to take a lot of pains to bring them to your house. You have to really take very good care of them. You have to find a parking slot for him in your building. They will finally come, but minus the star players, like their wives will not. And that's how they visit. When they come also, they would like to have a diet coke or healthy type of snacks. And food should be not fried, all that thing, taboos they will have. And they will just touch some food, taste it, talk a little bit, and they go. After they go, you don't food habit. What all we are eating and what they are eating. You feel so guilty after seeing them. These are for VIP guests, very rare it is. But it's great difficulty you can get them to the home. This variety is also available in Bhava. Now I have to introduce, I think Isha told me the the real post-star VTM is Toastmaster Gitanjali.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
She guides everyone. Tireless, always well prepared. She has found a purpose in Baroda Toastmasters Club. She says, we are all fortunate to have her. Today she is going to be table topic master. So all the guests, be ready. Oh yeah. Before that, Amanda will give time on report because we have to see both the speakers talk for 7 minutes or more.
So both speakers are qualified, but I would just like to make a note that we are running around 17 minutes behind schedule. So the future role players can shorten their speeches a bit. That would be great. That's it.
Okay. So quickly, Toastmaster Gitanjali, table topic master.
Thank you, Kensa. You really me. Thank you so much. Namaskar and my soulful greetings to each one of you. I welcome you all in my table topic session. In this segment, each speaker will get 1 to 2 minutes to present their speeches. I urge every speaker, start your speech by addressing the audience. Each speaker will get 15-second time to assemble their ideas in their mind. So let us start this segment. I'm sorry I can't give a call more than 4 because there's a time mistake. So while starting this session, let me start Toastmaster Abhishek on the dais to present his Ready? Toastmaster Abhishek, your reaction on seeing your childhood friend at your doorstep. Your reaction on seeing your childhood friend at your doorstep. Toastmaster Abhishek. Steve.
I will take 30 seconds.
15 seconds. Show him 50 seconds red card.
Good morning, dear Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
So one day, around 1 year back, when my childhood friend called, his name is Pratik. He just suddenly arrived at my house in the evening, and he says that we are having a cricket match in Vadodara. That is in a Kotambi stadium, and the WPL was going on at that moment. That is the Women's Premier League. So let's go there. So first of all, I was shocking that he suddenly arrived and he is talking about cricket, because we used to play cricket in a childhood for so many times. Like for around 2 to 3 hours in the vacation, we have to have cricket time for 6 to 7 hours in the afternoon. But on that day, we planned to go to the Kotambi Stadium. We enjoyed a lot cricket. speed it over there, and then we come back at the late night, that is around 3 to 4 o'clock, and that was a surprising moment I had with my childhood friend. Thank you, Devo.
Welcome, Toastmaster. Thank you, sir. Now, dear audience, please welcome Toastmaster guest Aditya on the dais. Now for you, you have to form a story. I will give you 3 points. Sunday evening, watching interesting movie, suddenly no batteries. Now, you can make story of this 3 words. Guest Aditya, Sunday evening, watching interesting movie, suddenly doorbell rings. The stage is yours. Come on, sir.
Hello dear Toastmasters and the guests. So it was the time after I had finished my CA final lectures that I had been postponing for so much while. I am a big time procrastinator. I always set high targets that I am going to study 10 hours today, I am going to study 12 hours today. And what do? I watch Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma. So finally that day I sat and I watched my CA final lectures. I was grasping the knowledge like I could never before. I felt so proud of myself that yes, I could be the one that could clear my exams in the first attempt. It was the Sunday evening. And then I went to watch a movie. I came back after exclaiming myself with the expression, what an interesting movie, because it was that of my favorite character, the Batman Part 3. And then the doorbell rang and I realized that I just woke up from my sleep because an uninvited guest came into my house, and I realized that neither did I go to watch a movie because Batman Part 2 also has not been released yet. And also I realized that I was just sleeping and I was not studying at all. Thank you.
Now, dear audience, please invite Toastmaster Mukesh on the dais to present his speech. Toastmaster Mukesh, which parameters help you to reach at the pinnacle of success? Which parameters help you to reach at the pinnacle of success, Toastmaster Mukesh?
The year was 1995. A young boy in his teens just came to his school. When he entered the school, he found something glowing on the ground. He thought, what was that? Stood down, took it up. It was a locket. A locket far prettier than he had seen. A locket which seemed costly. He immediately thought, I'll take it home. No girlfriend still there. He thought, I'll give it to my mother. She'll be very happy. Suddenly the locket started glowing. He thought, what's happening? What is wrong with the locket? He started shaking. Maybe the glow might stop. Maybe something will come out. A genie or something. Nothing happened. But after some time, it burst. And his hand was injured. It was a prank by one of his classmates. And that day, he learned a very important lesson. Never touch unknown things. Took me a lot of time to marry. Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Please invite Toastmaster Amit Chaturvedi on the dais. Amit Chaturvedi. Given a chance to go for an adventure, would you love to meet Kiss of Death? Must meet danger. Given a chance to go for an adventure, would you love to meet Kiss of Death? Amit Chaturvedi.
Good morning, good afternoon, all the fellow Toastmasters and estimated guests. Yes, I choose an adventure that gives kiss of a death because this is what we call as adventure. Adventure is not a something that is known. Adventure is always something unknownly waiting for you. And if I recall, I would like to give and share an experience of my late trip that happened in 2010. We went for a trip in a very hurry. We don't have full of the gadgets. We don't have bike jack gadgets, and we don't have clothes also for this trip. But we went, and it was a kiss of death, But in the end, we survived, and after all, we made our dream come true in 2010. Thank you.
Friends, this is the Amit's speech was the last speech in this segment. Because of the time constraint, I can't give more chances to the other members or guests. So for this, please excuse me. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you.
That's all.
So, excellent table topic speeches. All speakers are qualified. Just a note, we are running 10 minutes behind schedule, so we can adjust.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gitanjali. So I mentioned various types of guests. We know all of them. But in spite of these things which I told, the spirit of hospitality still survives in the Indian community or Indian society. Because why? Happiness and grief doesn't have any ETA. Pleasure and pain also doesn't have any ETA. Life and death also doesn't have any ETA. So we all imbibe. Life is not full of certainty, and the guests are welcome. You have seen children. The children spontaneously welcome the guest. Whether you like it or not, they really jump when somebody comes out. So spontaneous. We also should become spontaneous. Start welcoming everything which comes in your stride, because that is what makes life as it is. Now I would hand it over to the general editor of the session, and it is none other than our past president, Shruti Duri. Immaculate speaker, very towering personality, and sharp eye on detail. You will absolutely love the way she evaluated the session. So let's welcome Toastmaster Shruti, general editor. She will conduct the rest of the session now.
Good afternoon once again, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I will be conducting the evaluation session now, and evaluation session I feel is the pinnacle moment of any Toastmaster meeting. Here we get good criticism and tips on how we have spoken on stage. So to begin with, I will now call upon the evaluators who will evaluate the speakers. We had 2 speakers today. So let us begin by inviting our first evaluator, TM Sanjay, on the stage. Note that he will be evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Amit.
Good morning again.
Good morning.
Good morning. Fellow Toast. Okay. Good afternoon.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Fellow Toastmaster, and specifically my target speaker Toastmaster Amit. Toastmaster, I would like to start with a small story. Imagine you are in army as a major and you are giving some instructions to your followers, your follow soldiers. You are telling enemy ahead, move forward, take cover, fire. This sentence you are telling to your subordinate. Imagine you are telling in a simple way. Now, second conditions. Enemy ahead, move forward, take cover and fire. Which the second sentence, if the people is going to take actions, or first one? Probably second one. Now sentence is same. What is the difference? Difference is voice modulation. It giving you the impact. Now we all know. Here, Uri the surgical strike. One story, one simple sentence, 3 words. How it goes? It is very simple. Anyone can pronounce, but the pause, the modality, the timing, that play important role. Whenever my daughter Drishti, she was not waking at 6 a.m. Then asking, how it goes? Then she is ready, wake up and starting her house daily chores to move forward, right? So your speech title is unique selling point, had a clear objective. Like a good RB briefing, your message was simple, organized and easy to understand. Your confidence, eye contact, discipline reflect you are from army background. Now come to my recommendation. Today project was about vocal variety and body language. Your body language supported your message well, but I believe your voice can become your strongest weapon. For example, you have narrated one story from your Dehradun training. You are giving some pull-up, push-up, so you should show some body movement. Your voice should such a way that we should be in that era that can be elaborated. Apart from that, one story you have told that someone from your subordinate, you have given some instruction that why you are so late. So your voice should be like as you are in the commanding position. So your voice has to be in that way, such that it depicts your voice modulation. These small things you can imbibe in your speech, then definitely your speech will be the next level. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjay, for that thoughtful evaluation. Now I welcome our second evaluator, Toastmaster Janardhan, to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Akash.
We are still in transition from good morning to good afternoon, so both good afternoon to good morning. After the faux pas of not getting the project right, I will apologize for that. First of all, I am humbled and privileged to evaluate a speaker, Toastmaster Akash, who has an illustrious background in public speaking. And this speech, yes, I evaluated as nightmare. He started his speech with asking a question on hidden ingredients of a public speaking, and considering a person of his background. And also he moved on that he was searching for an answer from people whom he has worked with, helped in building a good suspense. The speech to me had a very good opening, so I was wondering what is going to come next. Next, moving to the body. The body of his speech had 4 interesting lessons which I have learned from the person he was referring to in the speech. He talked about feel the audience, connect before convince, experience participation, and emotion outlines perfection. The most interesting part is I have not heard the speech what he was referring to, but I was able to learn what the person in the speech was talking through Akash. So I was able to stay there and I was able to imbibe the learning. Another thing which he incorporated in his speech was the instantaneous feedback mechanism. The audience, I was looking, everybody connected and gave a thumbs up whenever any of the 4 lessons what he was referring to was told on stage. So the body of the speech they can take. Now moving to the conclusion. I somehow felt that conclusion was a bit abrupt. He had a very good body, very good opening, and he could have concluded the speech in a better way. He could have asked the audience what are the 4 lessons he was telling in his speech. Probably the response would have been better because you had set the stage earlier itself. The audience already connected with you. The only thing is you have to reconnect with the audience and get the feedback. All in all, a wonderful speech with a wonderful body, very good opening, a bit of work on the conclusion for taking the speech to the next level. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Janardhan. I was looking at how he will evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Akash, but we learned from the evaluation as well. Now I will welcome the timer to state the timer report.
So both speakers, both evaluators have qualified. Toastmaster Janardhan within the time limit, great, and Toastmaster Sanjay with the grace period. So yeah, we are running 12 minutes behind schedule, so we can.
I will ask Sajid Rams to launch the polls now. We will now have table topic evaluator who evaluates all the speakers, all the speeches we had in table topic section. I welcome Toastmaster Vikram for the table topic evaluation.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. As a table topic evaluator, we had 4 speakers today. To start with, Toastmaster Abhishek, who received the topic, your reaction on seeing your childhood friend at your doorstep. You clearly stated when he came, the time, the name of the person, what was the purpose of coming and meeting you, and where, the location. So these 4 things told in your first 1 minute of your speech helped us to frame the picture in what you had in your mind. There was an abrupt end. Probably you would have told about you played gully cricket with the same rules. Now you are speaking about international cricket with formal rules. So this kind of comparison would have helped us to grasp your speech better. Next is our guest Aditya. Sunday evening, watching a movie, suddenly a doorbell rings. That's a topic. You have a very good voice. You projected it quite well. It was eased to our eardrums. We had no problems in listening to you. Very difficult to pinpoint any shortcomings because the gestures and the stage also was well managed. We wish to see you more often here. Toastmaster Mukesh, which parameters help you to reach the pinnacle of success? You had good usage of stage, good pause, voice modulation, subtle humor, imagination. A very good model to end with. Toastmaster Amit, given a chance to go for an adventure, would you love to meet the kiss of death? You clearly took a stand what you wanted and backed with a story, that to a personal story. Narration was perfect. For all the 4 speakers, I would request you to take minimum 2 minutes because we all have woken up early morning today just to listen to you all. Please utilize the all 2 minutes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram. Moving on to the report section, I will first call upon Toastmaster Srijit to present his counter report.
I have too many reports with me today. So, welcome to the checkout counter of today's event. I have the detailed report of the uninvited guests we had in today's house party. So let's look at the observation. You can find in your mobile phone, I have sent a parallel chart of the list of unwanted, uninvited guests who attended today. So you can see there are three main categories. In our industrial terms, we say these are the vital few which we have to focus on. So the most used word in today's session was second was so, and the third one was and. Was used 60 times today, so was used 20 times, and was used 10 times. About the speakers, today we had a very good cogent session today, and we connected all the dots very well in today's meeting. Coming to the speakers had some of the speakers who used very high number of filler words were Sanket, Isha, Sanjay. You may benefit from slowing down a bit and make use of good pauses in your next speeches. Several speakers who used only few filler words were Jaimin, Akash, and many others. I don't have the full list. You are showing very good control over your speech. You can continue very well. I'm pleased to appreciate those speakers who didn't use a single filler words today. They are Vikram, Shruti, and Janardhan. Your speech delivery brought you one step closer to the pinnacle of effective communication. Congratulations and thank you.
Excellent Toastmaster Srijit on your report. Now I invite Toastmaster Jaimin to present his grammarian report.
Good afternoon all. Some good things are people used some fantastic quotes, saying, thoughts like imbibing the learning, the rightful place, sneaking to. Some of the topics of the speech were very nicely managed, or I would say picked, like unique selling point, language after language, beyond language, goosebumps, hidden ingredients, extravagant, connect before convince, and lot many other things. Toastmaster Akash, I think I can make a long list. The page will be full. In linguistic domain, his speech was like a pinnacle, and to compete with him in a speech is like a kiss of death. Some bad things like I have seen people are using wrong tenses. They are talking about past, but still they are using are, is, am, go, something like that. So we should avoid those kind of errors with respect to tenses. Sometimes plural we use people's, children's. We should avoid them. And we need to be mindful about our errors, because we are not speaking here in these four words. We are coming here to speak so that we can speak better outside. So be mindful of that, and whenever you speak in front of your client or in an organization, you will be judged. Here you may not be critically judged, you will be judged but not critically. Outside it will be too critical. So be mindful about your errors. People who used word of day is Srijit, Sanket, Gitanjali, and Shruti. Phrase of the day is being used by Toastmaster Srijit, Toastmaster Gitanjali, Toastmaster Ami. And word of the day, phrase of the day of last week has been used by Toastmaster Akash. Thank you very much.
I will now ask Sergeant Adams to launch the poll for supporting your prayer. Now is the time for my report. To run this successful meeting, a lot of effort goes before the meeting, during the meeting, and after the meeting. So kudos to the XCOM team. They have started working on it from Monday, and now also they are working to have a smooth meeting. I want to acknowledge that we had poster and agenda shared well on time on our VTM groups and guest group. The meeting started on time, and all the room and equipment setup was done perfectly. Special thanks again to the XCOM team and TLTP which happened. I wonder who was the trainer of the Sergeant at Arms. Now, Our presiding officer, Toastmaster Isha, delivered a thoughtful and meaningful presiding officer address. She beautifully reflected 10 years of Vadodara Toastmaster and introduced the guest also very smoothly and warmly. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kirit sir. Now, I have spent 1 year in EXCOM and I wanted a break from meeting. But it is not happening. I cannot see it happening because every meeting I have something that I want to go and attend it, and it was Toastmaster Kirit, this TMOD session that I cancelled my plan of sleeping to coming in and attending this Toastmaster meeting. So you absolutely blowed, sir, like the way you do your role, it is always a learning from you. Book of the week was taken by Toastmaster Rashmi. One suggestion is like if you could bring the book because visuals will always be in our mind. I hope you remember Drishyam, right? So yes. All speakers were beautifully evaluated by their respective evaluators, so I won't again comment on it. Our table topic master, Toastmaster Gitanjali ma'am. This is the first time I'm looking for your role apart from the evaluator or general evaluator, and I want you to take more roles because it is such a learning that she cut shorted the number of speakers due to time. So this is one of the learning from her. And you also made the guest very comfortable by giving the topics. One thing which I noticed, and I want if you have observed it or not, when Toastmaster Isha and Toastmaster Abhishek went away from their places, what did you observe when they came back? I just want answers from, I will choose, okay? Just raise your hand.
They waited.
It was only after the speech. Could you be a little louder? It was only after the speech completion today. When we were clapping, at that time they quickly shifted their places and they were standing behind. Because what I noted in today's meeting was a lot of people were coming in and going out when the speaker was still speaking. There is transition when there is a clap. At that time you can go outside or come inside. So please note this and be mindful in the next meeting. And also one more observation, like how many of you have taken all the roles in Toastmaster meeting, all the roles, be it a timer, a counter, everything. How many of you which have taken only 3 roles, 3 unique roles till the meeting, till Toastmaster journey or Toastmaster journey, 3 or less than 3. So I will urge all of you to take different roles and observe how a role is played in your previous meetings. So this I have learned it from, I would say, Toastmaster Gitanjali ma'am and Toastmaster Vikram sir, that how they have done the general evaluation session, and this is mine. Ending it and heading towards to Toastmaster of the day.
Please learn short, sweet, and immaculate. The time is short. How to conclude? One must learn from Toastmaster. Before handing over to President again, I will just convey a small message about the guest because you remember nature. Nature never. He always welcomes unexpected time. Like trees will sway when there is a wind. They will not oppose. Birds will chirp when there is a storm. Earth will smell very nicely when the first rain comes. It is unexpected. But they welcome. Let's all also learn to welcome the guest. Why not welcome all unwanted guests or uninvited guests also? That is also part of your life. Brings joy. Somebody chooses to spend her time, their time with us. Nothing like it. Please welcome them. That is why our rishis taught Atithi, Devo. Over to this.
Thank you so much for this wonderful meeting, Toastmaster Kirit sir. Now we will be having our next section, which is renewal process explanation by Toastmaster Shubham. Till he set up his laptop and everything, we'll be having a quick guest feedback. So, yes. Yeah, Shubham, please help me. So I would request guests to give their feedback in 30 seconds. So let us start with you.
So it was a very great experience for me, and I was really hoping that my name be picked for the table topic speaker. So I was fortunate enough that my name was called and I was given the opportunity to speak. And as I had expected that it will be a great learning platform, it really proved to be one today. Thank you.
your experience in 30 seconds.
I feel so great while listening everything. There are so many different topics and so many different words, and I want to join as a team member also. So I will continue attending the guest lecture and learn more. Thank you.
So yeah, it is. I observed that it is very well structured, so you can improve all the area of your personality, like communication, leadership, and everything. So it is very well structured, and there are many knowledgeable persons are there already. So I was and very good speaker like Akash and all those things. So it is very fascinating. I like it. So I would like to join further sessions also.
Hello everyone. So thank you first of all for arranging this well settled session where we get to learn a lot from each one of you who presented themselves today, and a clap to all of you who presented, because that is very major thing for me at least, where to speak in everybody in the large audience. And one thing I've learned that even in my organization also we mainly focus on storytelling thing. And over here also what I have seen that in every presentation we have presented a story behind it, and they conveyed very well to each one of them, to write in front of me as well. I have noted down all of their points, so thank you all of you, and to share their knowledge and share their stories. Definitely I am also targeting next time to in front of all of you I can also tell one of the my life story. Thank you all.
Hello, first of all, thank you Shubham for inviting me for this session. So, as I mentioned in my introduction, there's the communication speaking skills. However, I realized that listening skills also plays very important role over here. And also, I really appreciate the speakers as well as the evaluators and also the all TMs who played their role. Heads up to him, the way they did very micro observing the things and presented to all. And also I can say this, the topics are also very encouraging. Even I don't realize how time passed. This 12 o'clock just done. So this is all very encouraging and also interesting to me also. So definitely I would like to join the second session. Thank you.
Can you have your feedback, your experience in 30 seconds?
Yeah, I'm Subhash Yadav. I have attended more than 5 meetings, Toastmasters. And in any organization, like I am working in a production field, there we are wishing like every speaker here, every speaker has some observer and evaluators. In a plant, in a company like any organization, there is some missing. They are having some roles and responsibility, but nobody is observing and nobody is regulating all the activities. So here I am like you can say I observe here three speaker hands of evaluator and I will have them observer and providing a feedback for the speed and like that. So I am